Picture this. You're driving alone at night, no music, no traffic, just the hum of the road and your own breathing. Then out of nowhere, you see someone standing on the shoulder. They look real, solid, human. So you slow down. And the second they get close to the car, they vanish like they were never there. Yeah, tonight we're talking about phantom hitchhikers, the roadside ghosts that don't wait for you to come to them, they come to you. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Is This Real? I'm JC3, and doing this remotely because it is the winter time again, and our booth still is very, very sad on heating. Remotely, we have the gang here. We have the asshole himself.
That's me.
Yeah,
How
that's
you doing?
That is. We have Big Joe.
Hello, everybody.
And then we have Roblox.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
So, gentlemen.
Hold on.
What?
I know we're missing something, and I'll just do it right now.
Okay.
You didn't do your regular intro.
Yes, I did.
He did. You missed it. I was waiting for you to do it, but I figured
I'm sorry.
you were going in a different direction, whatever.
I apologize.
So, getting back to the regular fucking thing. Hitchhikers, phantom hitchhikers. Now, we've covered cases like La Llorona. We're not going to be talking about La Llorona. So, there are other different types of cases of hitchhikers. Besides La Llorona, has anybody heard of just these hitchhiking phantom stories? Asshole, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're universal. I've heard a bunch of stories like this. I mean, the very first episode of Supernatural is a phantom woman in white story where it's, very similar to, gosh, I'm sure it's a bunch of them. A woman found her kids, but her husband was cheating on her, and then she's cursed to walk the roads forever and can never go home. And then, someone picks her up and she's disappears in the car, and they get cursed or eaten or they disappear. I don't know. It is like dumb bullshit from like variant to variant.
Big Joe?
I've heard a few things about stuff like this, and we got legends in our own backyard over here. On what they want to call Annie's Road over in Totowa. This has been going on for a long time, and it actually was studied a couple of years ago by two guys, a folklorist and somebody else, and they took accounts of 75 to 80 people, and those people, they compared their stories, and they weren't giving those stories out. They were just collecting them. And a lot of them all came back to be almost the same type of situation. These random people that they're seeing at the street, they pick them up. They want to be taken home. They give the address of where they lived. They drop them off at home. They're not in the back seat anymore. They're gone. So I don't know if there's anything to it, but a lot of people seem to be thinking they're having this.
That's pretty fucked up.
Phenomena happening to them.
All right, Roblox.
Honestly, me myself, no. Only thing I've ever, can't even say heard of, it's more of like seen, like, scary movies or stories that people make little videos and films of. Like, they think they picked somebody up, but there's no one there. It's usually like some sci-fi thing or whatever the case is. That's about it on my end. I didn't hear anything that folklore legends I've ever heard of.
All right. So here's a question, and this is a pretty funny question, and whichever one you guys can riff on it. If that happened to you on the Parkway or the Turnpike, what's your move? Are you flooring it? Are you freezing? Who's pretending they didn't say anything?
Walk me through exactly what happens. She's in my back seat, my front seat, or in my trunk. I need to know where she's at right now.
Jesus Christ.
I just figured want to be all on the same page.
No,
All
you
right.
see it on the side of the road.
Oh no, I'm not stopping. I don't give a fuck who's walking on the side of the road. It could be a 95-year-old woman on a rainy night. I'm going right past her.
All right, Big Joe.
Well, we're assuming that this person that we're picking up is a woman. What if it was a guy?
Not picking him up either.
Spirits come in two genders. I mean, so I guess.
Are you gender shaming ghosts? They're up there.
What if it was a ghost of a transgender?
Those don't exist.
Well, then he's really staying on the side of the fucking thing.
Okay.
This went off the rails real fucking fed. Real quick, this show went off the rails.
I'm laser focused, so I'm not paying attention to any of that shit. I'm doing 70 on 23. I'm trying to get the hell home. I ain't picking anybody the fuck up. If by chance I see something, hopefully I have automatic doors on my car by that point, so I can drive real close, hit the automatic door, open it, and see if it is a ghost or not. Try to hit it. If it's a
Why
You
ghost, it'll
get-
go
okay.
through.
What if it's not? You just murdered someone.
It's
No.
a chance.
Great.
Then you turn them
All
into
right.
a transsexual gay ghost.
All right. So what even is a phantom hitchhiker? So here's the thing. Ghost stories come in all flavors. You get your haunted houses, your possessed stuff, your demons pretend to be your grandma. But phantom hitchhikers,
All
these are
flavors.
different. Shut up.
Ranch and nacho
If-
cheese. And
It's someone on the side of the road who looks completely normal, not see-through, not floating, just a person. You stop, you get in, usually quiet. Well, you stop, they get in, usually quiet. Sometimes they tell you where to go. Sometimes they warn you about something. And then, poof, at some point during the ride, they disappear. Gone. They
Yeah, and
dip out of the universe.
There's also accounts of spirits that will borrow a scarf or a hat from the driver or whoever's in the whoever's driving the car or truck or whatever the hell it is, and somehow they find the apparel laying on the back seat and the person is gone. So there's stories of that too. Now, are they true? It's like with any other ghost story. We
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
could back up
No
from
one
the mic.
knows. Oh, I can?
Yeah, you could
Okay.
talk, you could sit normally.
here's what doesn't
All right,
make
well-
sense about that. So
Here we
you're
go.
gonna tell me that they found someone's, let's say, a scarf. Like, say I went missing. They find my car, and they found my
Or it wasn't
scarf.
the FBI.
Be quiet. They find my scarf in my car. First of all, how would they know the ghost touched that scarf? Second of all,
All right. What
Wait,
you're
wait,
not
wait, I'm not
getting,
done yet, I'm not
genius,
done
and
yet,
get
I'm
ready
not done
to
yet,
so
I'm not done
fucking
yet.
wanna God, please be
I'm
done.
not done yet. Why can the ghost take all of me, socks, shoes, underpants, chastity cage, everything, but my scarf gets left behind?
The
None of
account
this
is
makes
not
sense.
about somebody stripping somebody.
No, I understand that, but you're saying like the ghost takes someone's possession, and then the person's missing, but their possession is found in their car. What's the
When
mystery
it comes
here?
down, the mystery is very simple. The reports, excuse me, the reports are a hitchhiker gets in the car and says maybe
Back
it's
away
cold.
from the mic.
Can I borrow a scarf or whatever? Or can I borrow your hat? And the guy, the driver turns around and gives that person the hat or the scarf. And then, when they get at a destination that the rider, the hitchhiker is supposed to get, there's nobody back there. And the scarf or the said apparel is still there. I didn't say he was stripping. I didn't say he was wiggling his cock at him. I didn't say any of
where?
that. What
But
I said was,
But
what I
where?
said was a piece of apparel. That's all.
But like in the car, right? That's what you're saying. It was found in the car.
Yes,
First of all,
in the car.
why does
It
that
wasn't
matter? It's
found.
my shit in my car. It would make okay. Here's the thing: if I picked up a phantom hitchhiker and she gave me a piece of her cloth, and then it's like, I go missing. That's weirder because if the cloth stayed in the car, it's like, what is Anthony driving around with a doily from 1875? That's weird. But finding my hat in my car is not. And then, by the way, if they go missing, how do we know that the ghost took a piece of apparel? Ghosts aren't telling us this is the legend. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
If you'd get your head out of your ass for 5 minutes and try not to sit there and all of a sudden just say how bad and everything stupid is, you'd understand what I'm saying. All I'm saying is there are reports, okay, of the driver giving the ghost or whatever it is in the back. The driver thinks it's actually a real person. If he requests a hat or whatever, keep it quiet. I'm talking now.
I know. I'm trying to follow the logic.
When you get to the place that you're supposed to get to, no one gets out because There's no in there. It's not about they found the driver's hat in the driver's car. That's not what I said. What I said was this ghost or whatever entity asked to borrow a piece of clothing. And then all of a sudden there is no entity anymore. That's all I'm saying. That's what the report is. Not hard.
Okay.
I
I
think
think I figured this out. The way you worded it makes it it made it sound like the guy driving and the entity were gone. Like they just found a car
No.
and someone's
No,
missing.
that's not what. No.
Okay,
that's-
so you're saying that when you turn around, like, hey, can I borrow a scarf? Yeah, sure. Shit, no one's there. That I can understand.
Right.
The way you
Okay.
worded it the first time, though, made it sound like the police found an empty car and there was no one in the car. That's what it sounded like. And that's why I was trying to figure out what the fuck you were talking about. So, Joey,
Anyway,
after
Joe, go
that, what
ahead.
happens?
no, that's what it is. I don't even know where the fuck we are because, but
Well, there's
Anywho.
different accounts of stuff. Yeah, let me. You know what? Hold on. I
Ghost
want to go. I
wiggling
want to go over
cock at
something
somebody.
yeah,
here. Okay.
yeah. Please explain the ghost wiggling cock at somebody, Dad. I really want.
I was answering Anthony because he makes me pissed off when he's over. He's got to be the doubting Thomas. I understand you don't believe in it. I get it. It's
the way
wonderful.
it's just the way you
Because
worded
everything is
that.
weird. Okay.
It's the way you
Here's a
worded
word.
it. It made no sense.
I'm going to word one for you. Can you think of what I'm going to say? Okay. I don't want to. This is a G-rated show. I wanted to stay that way. Okay.
Is it?
You're
We
the
just
one who's
said
doing
wave-
that wiggling cocks.
Yeah, let's say we just said wiggling cocks at people.
Camera.
You motherfuckers been beaten with cock. That's your problem. Okay.
You're our father.
Did
Did
you
you
get
just
seven-
admit to a felony?
Okay. I should have been. Never mind.
All I hear in the back
Okay.
of Josh's mind is incest.
All right, Joe, let's go. Find something to talk about here. Come on.
Okay, segment 2 is the classics. So, Resurrection Mary. Let's start with one of the most famous, which is Resurrection Mary. Who's fucking
Is he
a dog
choking
in
his
the
dog?
background?
Put the puppy down,
This-
Joshua. We won't argue anymore. I promise.
Are you murdering the dog, Josh?
No,
Back away
the
from the mic.
brownie is playing with a toy out in the living room.
My God.
There's
All right,
caramel.
so let's start with the most famous, which is Resurrection Mary in Chicago. In the 1930s, a girl goes dancing at the O. Henry Ballroom, gets into a fight, storms out, tries to walk home, gets hit by a car.
Good.
Since then,
She should have waited for Uber.
1930s asshole, there were no Uber. Since then, people driving near Resurrection Cemetery swear they see her. Blonde hair, white dress,
Uber,
lost
horse,
look.
and buggy.
They pick her up. She gives an address. She's
Yeah, but
quiet
not-
the whole ride. And then, before they reach the cemetery gates, she disappears from the back seat.
Hold on, real quick. I just thought of a very, very funny, smart joke. I don't think anyone's done it yet. We have to write a scene where someone's out stuck in Pennsylvania and they call for Uber, and some Amish guy rolls up with Uber on his back. And he's
Jebediah.
like, yeah, it's like Jebediah will pick you up in 5 minutes. There's just a guy on a horse and buggy. I don't think that's happened yet.
Okay. Does anyone keep on driving after that? Because if in my rearview mirror is empty when it should not be empty, I'm pulling over and rethinking my life choice that I made that night. So what do you...
What I do is I step on the gas to get out of there as fast as I fucking can.
But my
That's
question,
what you
like,
do.
okay, so for this one particular, she's asking to be brought to a cemetery, especially if it's
Right.
at night. If you have someone who's being asked to be brought to a cemetery at night, do you question yourself of why the fuck am I picking this person up?
Yes, absolutely. Why are you picking a person up in the first place? I mean, think about it. This is not, maybe 35 years ago you could have picked up a hitchhiker. What's the old saying? Grass, cash, or ass. I mean, nobody rides
The
for free.
unwritten rules of the road.
You don't get that anymore. Now, when you pick somebody up off the street, you're getting two in the head, and your car it'll be sold at the nearest chop shop. That's what comes
Especially
down
in
to. That's the
Chicago.
times we're living in. So no, I'm not picking anybody up. I'm not. No one should do that either. So that's just me.
Joshua?
Repeat the question. Sorry.
So, no, like, what is your thoughts of the story? Like, just give me your initial thoughts about this first story, which apparently is the most famous Phantom Hitchhiker story out there.
She asked for a ride and died, right?
No, she got into an argument apparently at the ballroom, left the ballroom, got hit by a car.
Okay, all right. Little bit misheard that. Sorry. Look both ways, bitch. What do you mean? How do you get hit by a car?
It's the 1930s.
Exactly. Vehicles were not that fast back then.
I'm sorry, but if you get hit by a hunk of metal Etzel, it's going to do damage. A Model T Ford at 16 miles an hour is going to do damage. Now, you might be
But
able to
you're gonna
outrun it.
see and hear it coming. There's no excuse.
Well, you're right, but if she was in a state of anger, who knows what her mental, thing was at that time. No one knows. No one
Anthony,
knows.
we can't hear you.
What, you gonna like stare at the car, run towards it, try to jump over it? Like,
Well, no.
Again, I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Maybe she didn't get hit by it. She threw herself in front of it. Right? Right? It's like she had a fight with Leo Henry. Maybe she saw Pat or Biff dancing with some other woman and she got all upsetified. So she decided to run away from the ballroom. And on the way home, since it is 1930, there's like 3 cars on the road. She saw her opportunity and decided to just do a swanny in front of the buggy. I mean, she could have been hit, sure, but she could have also killed herself. And that makes a more interesting story because that could explain why she's trapped here.
That's true. No one's really got to that part of the story. All they know is she got hit by a truck or car, and now she's dead. So how she got hit, I guess it's left up to her interpretation at this point because no one was there. No one's going to know. The bottom line is she was dead. So how she got dead?
Okay. Another one, the Vanishing Bride. There's a whole other version of this legend. The Vanishing Bride usually happens after a wedding. Driver sees a young woman in a wedding dress walking along the road, like something went wrong. He offers her a ride. She sits in the back seat, barely talks, gives an address, and when he gets there, she's gone. Family at the door says the same thing every time. She died on her wedding night. People see her sometimes. So, Anthony, your thoughts on this?
Same thoughts as before. There's a million of them, and it can be a bride, it can be a prom night gone wrong. So it's just it has to fit that there's a woman in a dress. The end. It's never a guy. It's not like a 19-year-old guy in a fucked up tuxedo is looking for a ride home. No one picks them up. That's why it's not a legend, because no one would go, "I'll help that fella." You just drive past him, ghost or not. But if it's a girl,
so you're
if it's a
telling me that
girl,
phantom hitchhiker is only because horny men see a girl in distress.
100%. I'll be the pig to say it. Because if she's a legit 9 or a dime, fantasy run wild. Because it's a porno at that point. It's just that's what it is. You're like, because we've all had that fantasy, or we've watched that fantasy in movies. So yeah. But at the same time, it's like if it's a ghost, I mean, you won't know until she's in your car. I don't know. Maybe if she was a 2, no one would have picked her up and the legend wouldn't have happened. Like, I'm not going home with that pig. And she was this same,
Anthony?
no one would know she's a ghost.
Sometimes when you fucking talk, my fucking head just wants to explode. Holy shit. Wow.
I'm just saying, okay, if you were to list the likelihood of people getting picked up, ghost or not, like children is kind of at the top. You see a kid walking in the middle of the night on the road, you're like, hold on a second, a 4-year-old should not be on the street. That's important to figure out what's going on. That's number one. Then a really hot woman, then a not so hot woman, then an ugly woman, then a guy, then a really ugly woman. Like, that's the hierarchy. And apparently all these fucking traveling zombie ghosts are dimes.
I don't know if you're sexist or you're just just weird, man. It's like the description of women is really ugly, could be ugly, might be ugly, very ugly.
And then pig.
And then pig.
I'm not trying to be sexist, but some guys are like, "Oh, I'm not picking up a 4." No, but I'm saying some guys are like, "I'm not picking up a 4," and they're going to drive on. And some guys are like,
"We don't know what kind of guy was driving."
Some guys will fuck a signpost. Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
There you go.
Some guys will fuck a signpost. They're like, "I'll stop." Hey,
yeah, you
stop talking about me and the vice president.
Okay.
I won't go back at him. I won't.
Please don't. The next segment is the Vanishing Hitchhiker. We've got the hitchhikers who do talk, but only to warn you. I'm sorry, it's the Warning Hitchhiker, not the Vanishing Bride. Sorry, I mixed the two. It's the Warning Hitchhiker. We've got hitchhikers who do talk, but they only warn you. They get in your car, tell you something like slow down or don't take the next turn, and then right when that happens, and then right when whatever they warned about happens, they vanish. These are the ones that feel intelligent, like they're actually aware of you, not just replaying a moment. So if a ghost told you to slow down, would you? Or would you go, nah, that's just a Taco Bell talking and keep flooring it?
Yeah, but you're at that point, you got the hitchhiker in the car, you don't know if it's a ghost. So if
It's
your
super
hitchhiker says, to you slow down, you're automatically going to slow down. Or, unless it says to you, I much sense something ahead 2 miles down the road, you're going to hit a pothole, we're all going to die. That would be, you'd have
Well,
to
you're
sit there and
dead.
question, how do you know? Okay. But yeah, you're going to, if they don't know again, we're coming at it like the hitchhiker is a ghost in the car, and the guy's like, oh, I picked up a hitchhiking ghost. They're picking up a hitchhiker who just happens to be a ghost that they don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's all.
guess.
No. We're
Roblox?
so
Like, fuck.
defeated.
This is just ridiculous. Okay. The drivers are driving, and the driver picked up a hitchhiker. Keyword,
Yes,
picked up hitchhiker. Didn't say
I
picked
know.
up ghost. It turns out to be a ghost later on when it shows its true colors. I'm doing this the best I can here. I'm not good with
Okay.
words, except go fuck yourself. But that's the best I can tell you. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. I have some questions. Maybe that's gonna be my new counter podcast. I have some questions. Number one, if I pick up a
I need
hitchhiker,
a gun license.
no. If I pick up a hitchhiker and I'm driving and they're like, hey, the road's kind of curvy up here, be careful. I'm probably gonna feel like, don't fucking tell me how to drive because I'm chances are I've been on that road before. Like I handle it. I've been on Andy's Road in the middle of the night. I know what it's like.
So have
Like,
I.
you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, yeah, I know. Like, your warning doesn't mean dick to me. I live around the corner, right?
Well, they don't know that.
Well, they don't know that, but I know that. And it's like, shut the fuck up, ghost person in the back seat.
You don't know it's a ghost, though. That's
I
what
know,
Dad's
whatever,
saying.
whatever. I understand that, whatever. My point is, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. I know what I'm doing. Maybe that's just the asshole in me. But
And then your
also,
ghost, and then the person fucking flips your car.
I think, is it the purpose to hurt the driver? Because if the ghost goes, hey, careful, there's a turn over here. And the guy goes, hold on, what? And then the ghost is gone. He's going to miss the turn and go over the fucking guardrail into the drink anyway. So what's the
The fucking
purpose of
Christ.
like scaring the guy and warning him?
I'm literally missing fucking
No. If I
like
was
the Christmas
driving and
holidays, but it's
if I picked somebody up and I was driving a fucking car and they said, be careful, there's a couple of bad turns coming up. And I would go, okay, thanks. And then I would start making the turns and then the fucking person disappeared. And I noticed that they're gone. I would be shit scared on a dangerous road that I'm on and I would crash my fucking car anyway. Like, why bother telling me there's a danger coming up? Just let me I'll probably get in an accident. Fuck it.
okay. So maybe, all right. So let's go it this way. Maybe it's not telling you there's a dangerous curve coming up. Maybe it's going to say tomorrow, if you go shopping at Aldi's or whatever, the roof's going to fall in and you're going to die. And then
Like some Marksman
tomorrow,
prophecy
you
shit.
don't go to Aldi's, and then, like, in other words, if it has precognition, if it's trying to tell you the future, that's all. That has also happened. It's not. We're just assuming that the thing has got it thinks it's fucking giving it directions. I mean,
I have
could
some
be,
questions.
could maybe not. Of
How
course
would
you
the
do.
ghost? How would the ghost know what's going to happen? First of all, if you're giving me a prediction, that's fine. But would the ghost know everyone, like anybody who could have picked him up? Like, it says a know-it-all. It just knows in everyone's situation what's going to happen tomorrow. So if Joey had stopped and picked her up, she would have said, Joey, don't go to Aldi's. But if I had picked her up, she's like, hey, don't go to the movie theater. She just knows everything. How? Why? That's my question. What do
I
you
don't
think about
know.
it?
That's not
What
part
do
of
you
the
think
fucking
about
story
it?
here.
It makes no fucking sense. And it's
Of
probably
course it doesn't.
full of shit.
Okay. So, this is what we're going to do.
Am I the reason we don't have any listeners?
No. Dad, Anthony's just
Yeah.
asking questions because this is a show where we ask fucking questions. So for you to be pissed off that he's asking questions defeats the
I'm not
purpose
pissed
of
off
our
that he's
show.
asking. I'm not pissed off that he's asking questions. What drives me absolutely fucking apeshit. Okay,
And
he
staring
knows
at
there's
Anthony.
no answers to any of this. He knows that.
Yes, I do. I do know
There's
that.
no one here can give you an answer. It's kind of like religion. You know what? None of us have seen God. If you have faith, you have faith. If you don't, you don't. Okay, so that's what this comes down to. If you want to believe that the ghost stories are real, or if there's a possibility that they're real, okay, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. But to keep asking, I got a question. Well, we answered that question. Here's the answer. I don't know. Well, I got another question. Well, I don't know about that one either. Well,
So
it's going to get to the point where we're going to sit there and go, ask the same question every week.
not
I
only
mean, come on.
but not only is our tagline to the show question everything, which I am literally doing to try to cultivate conversation. I'm trying to cultivate conversation so it can be at least somewhat enjoyable for whoever's listening to this shit.
He's
okay. So
he's just mad. Hold on, Anthony. He's just mad because
he's the fucking answer that you want.
Hold on, time out. No. He's just mad. He's missing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, even though number one, he's recording it, and number two, he has it on.
I have my mug for my hot cocoa later. Okay,
he has it on fucking DVD.
So go fuck yourself.
It's on Netflix. It's on Paramount Plus. It's on YouTube.
I got Bumble. I got Bumble ready to go.
He's got an 8mm of it.
Yeah, and he has a VHS that he recorded 25 years ago of it. Okay, so
if I get up and I shove my fucking dick in the screen, I don't want to hear it.
This is a family show.
Is that how you're trying to say jerk me off?
You know, at this point,
he's more direct, Josh.
I'd rather be beating it off.
So,
come on,
what
let's go.
what are we saying? Here are the theories.
Jerking me off
There are a few theories about the Phantom Hitchhikers. What Phantom Hitchhikers actually are. So, number one, it could be a residual haunting. We talked about residual hauntings this season. It's a spirit stuck in a loop, replaying the moment they died. They don't know where, they don't know you're there. You just happen to cross their path. So, what would make them like ghost NPCs, right? Just running the same script forever. So, number two is intelligent spirit. They know you're there. They get in on purpose. They vanish on purpose. Maybe trying to finish something, maybe stuck between places. Psychic projections or stress illusions. Long drives, dark roads, exhaustion. Your brain fills with shapes. A mailbox becomes a person. A shadow becomes a figure. Has your brain, any of us, while driving, ever scared you by accident? Who here has jumped at something stupid like a coat on a chair or seen something on the road that you thought was a person? I remember driving with you, Dad. We were driving one night, and something was crossing the street, and it was a cat, but you thought it was a baby crawling on the floor. And I remember you were staring like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
That's not the first time he's done that. This was many years ago, and we were in Seaside Park, and we were going. It was like 10 o'clock at night. We were going to eat something, and Dad makes the right, and we hit something. And it got stuck in the wheel, and it went flipping, and then it was done. And Dad was like he pulled it into the road at the stop sign and went, I think I just killed someone. He was like, I fucking just killed a child. I killed a child, not
You're
to
right.
jail. So we drove all the way around. And we drove all the way back. We make the corner, because, leaving the scene of the accident, that's not illegal. And we were trying to, it was a cat. It was an all-black cat. And he went, oh, thank Christ. Thank God. I'm going to church tomorrow.
I remember that. That was on Fifth Avenue in Seaside. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget. As soon as I hit it, I heard the thing roll. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, well, if I get out of here real quick, nobody's going to know. Then the thing fucking was in the wheel to the end of the street. And I'm like, fuck. Now I got the evidence with me.
Yeah.
So anybody else while driving?
So before all you animal lovers say, why did you hit the cat? It was dark. It was a dark cat. Fuck them.
No animal lovers are watching our show.
Great. We're going to have PETA after us now.
Are you saying
that they got my PETA sponsorship?
Are you saying fuck the cat because it's a dark cat?
Well, no.
No, I'm just saying, you want to cross the fucking road? You know what? You deserve what you get. Sorry.
It's like those birds who dive bomb
Maybe
in
maybe
front
the
of your
mama
car.
kitten should have taught it better. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
But
That is
Yeah,
the
I mean,
world's first cat
rest in
racist.
pieces.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever gotten like spooked out because I thought I saw someone standing there. But there have been things if I'm driving at night, I see something in the like, especially last year around this time. Remember the fucking drones? You know, driving, looking in the sky, going, "What the fuck is that?" And then like, being careful I don't hit the guy in front of me. Like I've been distracted
Exactly.
by shiny shit in the sky, but no, I don't think I've ever been like, "Oh fuck," someone was standing there. I mean, anytime there's an animal, I'm like, it's that first moment if you can't recognize it, that's scary. You're like, "What the fuck is that?" And then you're like, "Oh, it's just a dog," and you just slow down to not hit the fucking thing.
That was a funny time because everything you saw in the air was a drone. I mean, I did exactly what you did, Anthony, many times driving with Joey. Joey's had like a scorecard out. Oh, there's a drone. Could be, and I'm looking around like this, and all of a sudden you take out a family on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
like it was It was the most fucked up time.
It's like, fuck, I should have made the list.
Has anyone ever thought they saw someone in their backseat through their rearview mirror?
I have.
No,
I have.
never happened to
Just
me.
oh fuck, and it's nothing there. No,
Yeah,
Usually you do that when you look in the mirror and
see
see yourself.
it.
that's
No,
you.
there's been times. Yeah, I mean, it could have been after our some inebriation. I'm not sure, but I do remember a few times that you look back and you think you see something back there, but it turns out it could be a shadow, or it could be the light, a street light coming in, or whatever, oncoming car, whatever. I mean, I can't say I actually saw a person in the back seat. I have, but anyway, the thing is, that it has
Well,
happened.
so here's the more interesting take about modern reports, right? Because almost every car now has a dash cam. And there's many YouTube videos and stuff like that of people putting out on their dash cam about this particular thing, seeing something on the side of the road. These motherfuckers, they're not, stopping to pick these people up. They're continuing driving. But
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of dash cam videos on YouTube, if you actually go and look, where people see something on the side of the road, a woman in white, and what to me is scary, the most scary when I'm watching it is it turns out to be an actual person who's like deranged or something. Like that it's not a hitch phantom. It's an actual fucked up crazy hitchhiker who's on the side of the road in her
Yeah,
nightgown.
it's also YouTube. I mean, to me, I'm sorry, those videos are there to scare you, and some of them are really good. I mean, some of them are really good. Now, I'm not saying they're not
Dash
true
cam
or
though
whatever.
is different though.
Why would it be different? You can
Okay,
set up
Anthony's gone.
you can set up a dash cam like you can do anything else.
I know, but I
Hey,
tend
did
to
Anthony not like the subject matter?
Why did you just get so loud? No, I tend to believe the dash cam videos a little bit more. So people think phantom hitchhikers are an old school campfire stories, but reports still coming today. Truckers, Uber drivers, people commuting at 3 a.m. There are dash cam videos out there that shows shadow figures crossing the road and then vanishing instantly. Here's the big question. Are these real ghosts trying to reach out? Are they stuck souls replaying their last moments? Or are they stories created because the road at night is scary as hell? Because if they are real, that means ghosts aren't stuck in houses or hospitals. They're mobile, they're traveling, they're basically commuters. So, what do you guys think? We'll start with Roblox.
I think they could possibly be ghosts, like we talked with like the residual hauntings and stuff like that. It could just be energy of people who haven't been able to fully pass on, I guess you could say, or just leftover energy that just happens to be stuck in a place where it could show itself just randomly in different locations.
Right, Dad?
I agree. I agree with Block. I believe it. It could. There's so many possibilities out there that I'm not going to sit here and say I absolutely flat out don't believe it because, again, there are. If you do that, you're not opening your mind. You're just closing your mind out. It's
Mm-hmm.
not happening. That's it. End of story. So no, I do believe that there could be some energy. Do I believe? I'll be honest with you. I tend to believe stuff if it comes in clusters and nobody else talks about it. In other words, like what I said before about that study, when you take 75 people, but you're not you're not showing, each other the same result. You're not living off, or you're not telling your story off of somebody else's story. And then you compare them together and say, wow, you know what? These people in different parts of the country are having the same encounter, the same experience. So at that point, it tends to add a little bit more credibility to it. As far as believability, that's a matter of personal, you can believe it, or you can say, well, it's a phenomenon that's happening because all our brains act the same, and it could be this way, it could be that way. I don't know. But I mean, I know it's a rambling statement, but I tend to believe more accounts if they're done kind of like separately. You know what I mean?
All right, Anthony, do you believe these are real, stories? I mean, probably not, but go ahead.
I believe that, sure, someone could have seen a ghost on the side of the road. I think that makes sense. I don't believe of the specifics of each of these, ghost lores, like, this one asked to borrow something, or, stupid shit like that. I think it's all hype. But sure, could have someone driven down the road and like look in the rear view and like, where'd that person go? Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
All right. So, Vanishing Hitchhikers, real phenomenon, or the world's oldest roadside myth. We've heard the classic stories of modern sightings. Honestly, highways at night already feel haunted without a ghost sticking out their thumb. If you listening have ever seen something on the road you can't explain, message us. Tell us your story. Because if one of these ghosts tries to hitch a ride with us on the way home, I'm done. I'm retiring. All right, last question for the table. If a ghost gets in your car, who's actually driving, you or the spirit?
You are.
I'll go first. You are, yeah, number one, but you're the dumbass who picked up somebody on the side of the road. So
All
I
right.
can guarantee you, for me personally, this would never happen. I don't pick up strangers. I don't pick up anybody on the side of the road. So the chances are of me seeing a ghost in the backseat of my car really are virtually zero.
I'm in that boat with you.
It's sweet.
Joshua?
I'm sorry, if a ghost gets in the car, it could have my car. Nah, dog, here you go. Take keys, go. Good luck to you.
See, I was not expecting that. I was like, if a ghost gets in my car, it better be know how to suck. Something like that,
First of all, this is a scary movie, okay? Never
All
mind.
right.
I take that back. I take that back.
Yeah. Next week, we're shifting gears from ghosts on the road sign to something way closer to home. What happens when the haunting isn't in an abandoned building or on a dark highway, but around a single person? What happens when the activity follows the host? Next week, we're talking about something we've all joked about in studio, about one person who walks in the room and lights flicker, equipment dies, shadows moves, and suddenly the whole vibe changes. Amanda. We're diving into the legend of the haunted host, a person who doesn't haunt places, places haunt because of them. Where they go, the weirdness follows, and some of the stories tied to this idea are way creepier than any ghost hitching a ride. So buckle up, because next week the ghost might not be outside your car, it might be sitting next to you, laughing into the microphone. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for my co-people, my co-chair, my table, for being here. We will catch you guys next week. Remember, everybody, to hit that follow and that like button, and follow us on social media. You go to our link tree in our description in our YouTube bio. Everybody say good night.
Good night,
Adios,
everybody.
motherfuckers.
Good night, everyone.
Remember, everybody, question everything. Good night.